never know what they're going to do. Wonderful job, gentlemen. They're always adding, they're always working on their story, which I love. So I heard things tonight I haven't heard all year. Nicely done, gentlemen. Thank you for starting us off so well tonight. Our next storyteller is a first-year storyteller. She may be tiny, but she is mighty, and she does a beautiful job with the story from England that carries an important lesson about generosity. Please welcome Katie Bettencourt sharing a folktale from England.
Hi, my name is Katie Bettencourt, and I will be telling you the story of the baker's daughter. Once there was a baker who had 2 daughters. Though they were twins, they were as different as summer and winter. One was kind-hearted and good-natured, while the other was selfish, greedy, and cross. One day, when the wind swept the streets like a broom, the good-natured daughter was serving at the baker's shop, and a ragged old woman came in leaning on her staff and asked, "May I have a bit of dough?" "Why, of course, Granny," said the baker's daughter. "And would you bake it in the oven?" asked the old woman. Why, surely," she said, and then grabbed off a large piece and put it into the oven. The old woman seemed to sleep, and when the bread was done, she took it out and said, "Wake up, Granny, look, the loaf has doubled in size." "And so shall it always for you," said the old woman, who was really a fairy in disguise, "because of your kind heart." Then she threw off her cloak and stood up tall and shining, and touched the baker's daughter with her staff. And from that day on, every cake, pie, or loaf of bread the baker's daughter put into the oven came out twice as large. Time went on, and the ill-natured daughter was serving at the baker's shop, and the same ragged old woman came in leaning on her staff and asked, "May I have a bit of dough?" "Oh, I guess so," she said. "And would you bake it in the oven?" "Oh, fine," said the baker's daughter. Then she grabbed off a small piece and put it into the oven. The old woman seemed to sleep, and when the bread was done, it was twice the size, and she said, "That's too large for the likes of her," and put it aside for herself. Then she grabbed off another piece, half the size of the first, and shoved it into the oven. When it was done, it was twice the size of the first, and she took it out and said, "That's far too large for the likes of her," and put it aside with the other one. Then she grabbed off another piece, smaller than her thumb, and shoved it into the oven. When it was done, it had swelled up so much it almost filled the oven, and was sprinkled with sugar and chocolate and raisins. And she took it out and said, "That's far too large and far too fine for the likes of her," and she put it aside with the other 2. Now the old woman opened her eyes and said, "Is my bread done yet?" "It burnt in the oven," said the baker's daughter. "Is that all you have to say to me?" "What else should I say?" "Well, if is all you have to say to me, that's all you'll ever say again," said the old woman. Then she touched the baker's daughter with her staff, and poof, she turned into an owl and went hooting into the night.